Hello, welcome back, regular viewer, loyal subscriber, to Hardspace Shipbreaker, the ship deconstruction simulator, now with added pressurization. Let's start by having a look at what's in the old catalogue. Still at grade 5 here, I think, at the moment. Got some, unlocked level 6. So let's have a look what we have. We have heavy cargo mackerel, Exolab mackerel, heavy cargo mackerel, light cargo mackerel. Let's look at the total value. Mackerels will probably take a couple of days to break down, 3 at the most. 2.2, 2.4, 2.8. So the big storm here, the electrical mackerel. It does come with a class 1 reactor, power cells and a thruster. Low hazard rating, nearly 3 million. Let's see if we can do this in 2 big bites. Possibly not. I'm not so familiar with the Exolabs. They are a new variant of the mackerel that's been introduced recently to the game. In this 0.4 version launch, I think. Ooh. It's a very weird looking Star Wars shuttle. Right. Let's have a look at what we've got. So we've got this cage thing at the front. Let's just zip this off while we're here. No danger of breaching the atmosphere inside, if indeed it is pressurized. Right, that should allow us to remove this and bang it over to the and then there's the little one on the bottom, which I don't think I'm going to chop off because it needs processing too. And the cockpit itself, I usually chuck that in the processor. Let's have a look at these wing sections. So they are integrated into the main body. These solar sails, they're destined to go to the barge, but I'm going to need to access them from the inside. Any other antennae on the outside? No, there might be stuff at the back, but we'll get to that. It's not pressurized. So we don't need that. Don't need that there either. Let's see what's inside. Right, we have our first data recorder. We'll read that when we get back into the base. No, there's no need for that aggression. Oh crap. They went and started a bit of a sparky thing. Now I can't get out. Let's just open up all of the panels. Lots of stuff and garbage. Alright, interestingly, here is some oxygen. So I can do some work in here and let's just release the thruster. Let's open up the sides. There's the power system. What we can do is remove these solar panels. I'm missing the click that tells me that the
Gunner, your gear's getting low.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fighting you if you don't head on back to the hab and make some repairs.
I don't need to make repairs, it's going to be fine.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Let's get the power cell out. It's another thing that can muck things up if you're not
Salvage secured. Account credit
thinking about
applied.
it. Yep. Right, let's just grab me some O2. Let's drop the floor here. Well, I haven't seen the reactor yet, so I can only assume that's in one of the side sections by the cockpit. Let's just pop the floor. Bit of thrust.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the master jack.
Okay, so we did miss one of these big antennae here, so... No, I'm going to need the cutter. I'm just going to whop that down using one of those. Now this is mostly processor, so yeah.
Salvage secured.
Apart from the
Credits
computer
deposit.
here, which will barge. That should go directly there. So just hop back to here. 2 cutting points on the back of the thruster panel.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
Right. Goes the thruster. Should be able to get back in here. There we go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Right, let's sneak into the back here. Let's see if we can cut the... Ooh. That is quite a narrow space, so I think we can get in there. Yeah. And get the other 2 solar panels. Okay. And just shove these out. And again, rather than pushing them down, which is, I guess, easy enough to do, I'm just going to make it simple and just use tethers.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Right.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Just go back to front here. Loosen up the airlock. The cut point just on the outside, facing the outside of this ship. There we go. Much easier in the Mackerel than it is in... ooh, okay. That's not an easy cut there. The Stinger is precise, but... sorry for anybody who hates flashy lights, that was a bit too close. Right. Now this cut point here... No. No cut point. There was a power cell right underneath the airlock, which is mildly inconvenient. However, we should have cut our way through that with a degree of aplomb, to the point where a tether might take it the entire side through. Let's see.
Object accepted for processing.
Okay.
Credits deposited.
Doesn't seem to be moving away. Did I get both cut points? I think I did.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Okay, we know there's an oxygen tank in here, so...
You've got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. We wrap.
Okay. Good. Anything in here to go down? No. Probably if we just steer ourselves carefully out. And get that away. That pops down to the barge, okay.
Object accepted for
That
processing.
should do as well.
Credits deposited.
I'm going to chuck over there to the processor. Let's cut the other main panels out here. We can do a lot of good here by removing the floor and disconnecting things from the walls and just punting them at the bench. Okay, fuel is now very low.
Warning. Fuel levels are critical.
3 tethers left. That's one. That's 2.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yeah, lucrative haul here.
Observed.
Can't disconnect that. Have to have a look at that and see why it's
Salvage secured.
It's
Credits deposited.
attached so hard to the wall that I can't pull it off. Might have to cut it out, which would be inconvenient.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, let's have a look at this thing. Ah, cut points. Should have just enough time. Okay,
Salvage deposit accepted.
I think this segment is clear. Actually, the old toolbox, right? Let's move forward.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Have I got one more tether? Okay. Just take all the cut points in here away.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Okay, this will be the end of day 1. I think we've made good progress, but we still haven't got the reactor. So...
Warning. No tethers remaining.
Yep, noticed.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your training.
Oh, drat, did I misidentify that panel? Never mind. Cats, don't move my microphone. Always prancing about on my desk, aren't you? Oh, I'm not going to get around to doing much of this. That's a shame. Drat. Okay, good day. 1.7 million. Let's just go straight into the next day. Oh.
Hey there, Rook. So, Weaver got busy and asked me to review your salvage records today. I saw that you snagged an old data drive in that ship.
Yep.
Look, I know that the networks on Earth don't really give you the full picture about what's happening across the colonies. Don't want you all getting a read on what's actually going on off Earth. These data drives, though, they're uncensored info, and they'll give you the
How
full
do you know
view.
they're uncensored?
Sometimes it's useless junk, you know.
It depends whether
Someone
they're censored at
user,
source.
Bad photos flexing in front of the mirror. Other times, it's a corporate rail mail, or a ship captain's personal logs. Anyway, don't tell Weaver this, but I'm sending you some software to extract the usable data.
Well,
off these
don't
things.
send it to me in an
You'll
email.
see it in the
You
recovery mode in your
look,
hand
you're
terminal.
using Railmail yourself to send me
Social
this.
radiation tends to mangle most of the data, but you should be able to pull a couple of
You
intact
think an
files off
organisation
the drive.
like Lynx doesn't monitor our
Hopefully,
emails?
It'll give you a better sense of the wider world.
Yes.
Force and all. Have fun with it. Later,
I
Rook.
will. Right, messages. In this issue, I'd like to address our demand for revisiting the Shipbreaker contract. The company owns any and all intellectual property for any inventions or artistic creations made by their workers. Yes, that's standard clause, usually. That's right, you signed away the right the moment you took this job forever. Well, forever, under the current legal system, no. Not to have any body modifications done, such as piercings, tattoos, or contraceptive devices without company approval. Well, that comes from not reading the manual. Not that I'll probably need any of that. Policy on toilet breaks being 28 pages wrong. That's a red flag right there. Okay. I'll do the data recovery a bit later. Let's continue with the salvage. Day 2. Right, no tethers, so we'll rectify that.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
And we need our fuel.
Thank you for your purchase.
Fuel levels restored.
Right, let's just get over here, lickety split. Let's slow down just in time.
Salvage secured.
And start as I mean to go on.
Applied.
Just getting all these computer systems out and into the barge, where they are worth
Salvage
a
secured.
pretty penny.
Credits deposited.
This is for processing. That one's a bit harder. Let's toss it in that big hole there.
Valuable object
Right, let's get
processed.
this chair out.
Credits deposited.
Get it down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Just get these things out of the way.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Storage bins worth a pretty penny. Getting computing devices.
Salvage secured. Credit
Lights really aren't worth very much, so I'm just going to ignore them. Okay, let's get this last chair and then we'll do the electrical fuse breaker box, which I don't like.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Right, do you see the screen jiggling there? That is an indication there's probably a reactor behind that wall. So let's make that our deal of the day. Actually, while we're here, I'll just do the decent thing. Right, see the red lines there? That's only cutting the bottom half of the window. If I go up a bit, you'll see that at some point the red lines extend all the way along. Same that side, and we should be able to chop it top and bottom, and we get the bulk of the glass out. We grab as we exit and fire. Right, no reactors on that side, so let's try the other side. That is a grade 1 reactor, right there. So what we'll do, we'll chop the external casing off this side. Get that into the processor. And then we'll use a tether to yank the reactor down to the barge. Yoink. Quite a handy roll there. And back away.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage gained. Credits awarded.
Okay. What's this device here? I don't think I've seen this one. It's due to go into the processor though. So let's give it what it wants. Let's get rid of that whole cockpit component. Then we'll cut the final threads in here.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh, it's just loads of these power
Credits deposited.
cells.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. Now we're approaching point 3 of the getting the salvage done. So the bulk of this left is getting these side panels off. I think they ought to be able to be yanked off with a couple of tethers.
Caution, tether supplies are low.
Yeah, I've got 5 left. That's okay. So if we do that, might as well, while it's facing us, see if we can take some of the lights off.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, don't allow yourself to get sucked into the processor.
Accepted for processing.
That wouldn't be good.
Credits deposited.
Okay. We might as well spend a couple of tethers taking this in as well. There we go. Now we're going to go and have a look at this side of the ship with the airlock. There's a power cell. I'm going to take that out. Now I think
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
this should go. I can't see where it would, why it would not separate. Well, I destroyed loads of nanocarbon. Did that go into the furnace instead? I think it might have done. That is a big frustration. Why? Why are you like this ship?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Something's just holding this ship down, so I'm going to have to go down and start zipping all of these cables out. This is a lot of cabling loom. Right, that seems to have loosened things up a touch. Let's get outside. Grab these, help them on their way. That has been damaged into the furnace.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
There we go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Cut it. You got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We run.
Okay.
Warning, tethers depleted.
Right, all of that
Object accepted.
probably best in the processor, but the rest of it, I wonder if I can just snip this off. What I say, just. This could be tricky. Right, and the rest of
Deposit
this
accepted.
should be... I need to tether.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
I just can't move that thing quick enough. get some oxygen, get some tethers.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Deposit accepted.
Yeah, this is pretty much all furnace. And that should finish... Ah, okay. A few bits of wiring loom left. There it goes.
Deposit accepted.
Right, that's it. Let's have a look at this piece of recording that we found. 2.1 million day. Helped immensely by the reactor, by the way. Okay. Right, volume 2 of 4. That's too much for me to read. Let me just slowly scroll through this if people want to have a look at each even paragraph in turn. Bit of background. There we go. Well, that was lovely. Thank you very much for joining me on the dissection of that Exolab. And join me next time as we continue at rank 6, taking part ships for profit. I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.
I fought with lions and wolves, but I've never fought myself before. It's so the